Hey folks, Walks here, Osmosnomoto, and it's a thoroughly exciting day at the Osmosno Mansion because the postman's been and he's bought me a gift. The 450 Himalayan rally seat, it's a flatter, it's a bench seat. So I've been interested to try it for quite a long time. There's quite a few reports that I've read that suggest it's even more comfortable than the regular seat. So I'm gonna get it out of the box, compare it to the standard seat, and then we'll take it for a ride and see how it works. So first of all, that bit that the internet loves, the unboxing. And so that's it folks, the unboxing. It was in a box, now it's out of the box. A nice bag that we can keep, and we can use that to waterproof the stuff in our panniers at a later date. So let's have a quick look at it. Well, first of all, I would say, look, that's rather stylish. I'm assuming that's part of an E for Royal Enfield. It's got a nice texture, which Echo's going to like, because one of the things she likes very much about the Himalayan is when we're going on the steep downhills, the texture of the saddle prevents her from sliding forwards. Now, two things I'm interested to find out. Is it adjustable for height? And has it got somewhere to put the toolkit? Here we go. No, it's just one height. It's just in one position. So on the standard seat, you've got two positions. You pull this bar goes backwards and forwards, and it raises and lowers the seat height. And at the back, you've got this, which again, that's part of the, so I always have it on the highest setting. This has got this bar, but that's just how it clips onto the motorbike. That's not adjustable. The other thing I wondered, on the standard rear seat, the toolkit clips under the seat. I wondered if that would work with this, and it does look. Right, so the time of truth is coming. Before I put the seat on, I'm just going to show you, this is the seat on the highest setting, because that's what I have it on. I'm 1.85 m. I've got an 88 centimetre inseam that's measured from the floor in these shoes up to where my legs join the rest of my body on the inside. So I've got 88 centimetre inseam, I'm 1.85 m, and the suspension set about midway. So I've got a slight bend in my leg with the seat on the highest setting. Let's put on the rally seat, which is allegedly 10 millimetres higher. So easy to move. Oh, there we go, it's on. So there we go, it's a bit shorter, look, it doesn't really reach the end there. It's certainly narrower. It's supposedly higher. Let's see, I'm going to throw a leg over it now. Yeah, as you can see, my leg's a bit straighter now. So I'm still flat foot, with an almost straight leg. It's firm. It's certainly higher here, so you don't have that dip towards the front that pushes you towards the tank. How comfortable it's going to be on the road, there's only one way to find out. That seat, I find 2.5 hours is fine. After 2.5 hours I start wriggling around a bit. Echo always seems to be fine on the back longer than me, but that's probably just because she makes less fuss about things than me. So really, that's it folks, that's the seat fitted. It's as simple as that to fit it. That's how it looks. It's certainly narrower. Really, it's definitely firmer. It's very firm, and it is that little bit higher, so it does give me a little bit more leg room here. So we'll take it out on the road, we'll see how it all works out, and we'll get Echo on the back to see what the comfort on the back is like. So after initially fitting the seat, we both hopped on it and we went out and we spent about 45 minutes, which of course is not much time. We came back. Initial impression from my side is that it's certainly higher, so I've got little bit more leg room from the footrests to the seat, which is something I was after. It's narrower and it's firmer. Echo's immediate comment was it's okay for shorter trips. For longer trips, she'd like to put the original saddle back on. The next day we went out and we spent a whole day on the bike. We weren't on the bike all day because we were filming. We only did 100 kilometers on and off of the bike pretty much all day. We came back, pretty much the impression was similar. Echo said very happy to spend all day on it locally, but if we're going on a trip, she would prefer to have the original seat on it. From my point of view, at first I thought, I don't even know if I'm going to keep it. I might send it back or I might sell it. But the second time I rode it, I actually gelled with it and I really quite like it. To the point that when my old mate Mr. Harding comes over in February and we're going to go off on a long journey to the south, I think I might even use this on a trip all the way to the south of Thailand. Should you buy one? I don't know. Only you can decide that. It's narrower. The standing up position is nicer. I've been out in the woods a little bit and standing up and get your knees in a bit closer. So that's certainly nice. You've got more leg room and it's firmer. It's $100. If that doesn't sound too much and you've got an itch to try it, give it a whirl. If you think, it's a bit too much, should I, shouldn't I don't bother too much because they're both good saddles. They both do the job. Thanks for staying with me and watching. If you found the information useful, you might like to give me a thumbs up, and if you find the content interesting, you might like to subscribe. We've got some great ride reviews coming up, some different journeys which we'll be documenting, and I'll be sharing the GPX files for those trips, and also some comparison videos coming up. So thanks very much and looking forward to the next one. Cheerio.